Hey guys, Bert the Stormtrooper here with a brand new Nerd Rage, and I know this is kind of coming out of nowhere. It's been a while since I've been making videos. I'm hoping to start making them again soon, regularly. I'll make another video about that later on. But something happened today that's actually got me kind of raging, and I kind of wanted to, just vent the best way that I know how, which is here with you guys. And also, because possibly, I don't know if there's any kind of legal recourse that I can take. So maybe one of you guys knows, maybe somebody can help me out if there is anything that I can do about this. So, and back in my thinner days, those of you who are familiar with me, those who don't know, I did a lot of costuming. I still do costuming. I don't do it as much because obviously I'm a little rounder now. So stuff that I used to do, like superhero costumes and stuff like that, I don't do them so much anymore. So one of the costumes that I did with the help of my wife was the Greatest American Hero. You may or may not be familiar with that character. It was an old character from the 80s. It was a TV series, semi-successful. What's fun about that character is that when you see it in conventions, half the people know about it, half the people don't. So a lot of people are like, who is that? But those who get it, they lose their mind and they absolutely love it. The character that I'm talking about, the costume is hanging directly behind me. If you're wondering what that is, that's the costume. That's not the whole thing. There's a belt that goes with it, and there's some boots that go with it. And that's what I want to talk to you about, the boots. So today I found a website, and I hate to mention them, and I hate to give them any kind of attention, but I don't see any way around it. It's a website called Heroes Time, and they sell these Greatest American Hero boots, and they're not that good. But what bothers me about it is that the picture that they have along with these boots that they're selling is a picture that was taken of me in that costume in Dragon Con back in 2008, and that's the picture that they're using to sell these boots with. Now, a while ago, some time ago, somebody had sent me a link to the same, and if I remember correctly, the seller's name on eBay was Heroes Time. I think it was the same people. It was some time ago, so I may not remember correctly, but I'm pretty sure it was Heroes Time. But anyway, some time ago, somebody had sent me a link on eBay and said, "Hey, look, these people are selling these boots with your picture." And when I looked at it, sure enough, it was these crappy boots with my picture on them. And so I sent an email I contacted the seller. I said, "Hey, look, you're using my picture. I didn't give you permission." They emailed me back pretty quickly, apologized, and took the picture right down. And that was the end of that. It never happened again. I check at least once or twice a year. I go through eBay and check and just make sure nobody's using my picture on any of my costumes. Back in my thinner days, there was many pictures taken of me. And the reason for that is, and that's kind of what's got me bothered, one of the reasons I'm bothered about this, is that, my wife and I make all our costumes here at home, and she does all the sewing. When it comes to this costume, this Greatest American Hero costume behind us, she did that 100%. That was all her. There was absolutely no patterns. There was no way of knowing what came with what, or any, how you make this or the other, or what material. There was no research, no information on this costume whatsoever. I bought the TV series on DVD, and we sat here freeze framing the crap out of it so that she could get references and make patterns, and everything that you see behind you was made completely by her. Painstakingly, a lot of attention to detail, and it is 100% screen accurate. So much so that William Catt, the actor who played the character, I met with him. He saw the costume, and he told her, he told both of us that the costume was dead on. He said it looked like if he didn't know any better, he would have confused it with one of his own. which is kind of a really good prop to get from actors. We've gotten that comment twice. We got it from William Catt over that suit, and we got it from Dean Cain over my Superman suit. He thought it was actually one of his that we'd somehow gotten our hands on. Her Supergirl suit looks exactly like Helen Slater's from the 80s. Her new one looks exactly like, oh my God, I forget her name, Benoist, the current Supergirl. So, you know, we put a lot of research and a lot of attention to detail on these costumes to make sure that they're screen accurate. These boots that they're selling on this website are horrendous, horrible boots. Well, for starters, the costume on the show didn't have boots. What it did have is shoes and booties. And this is what I'm wearing in that picture next to those boots that they're selling. Is this right here, and I'm wearing that costume right there. So they're misrepresenting what they're selling by showing a picture of me in my costume next to their product. So that's here's the thing about it. This company, I looked for their contact information, and it's a company in China. So right off the bat, that's really disheartening to me, because I got a pretty good idea that there's nothing I can do about this. On eBay, I was able to do something, because everybody knows on eBay, if you get caught doing stuff like that, they're just going to shut you down. So, you know, do as you're asked, take the picture down, whatever. They didn't argue, and that was that. But this is an actual website, and all the contact information is in China. Their address is the Chinese address. Their phone number is a Chinese phone number. So I don't know if I'm even going to be able to get a hold of anybody, much less get them to do anything. So that's why I'm kind of bringing this here, because this misrepresentation of my likeness, and B, my wife's hard work is being misrepresented with this crappy product that they're selling without either of our permission, and B, the feeling that there's possibly nothing that we're going to be able to do about it. So yeah, I'm really kind of upset about this. If anybody out there knows of any kind of recourse that we can take, I mean, what's the go-to? Everybody wants to sue. Okay, great, yeah. I don't think there's a lawsuit involved here. I don't think there's any money to be made. If there was, cool. Hey, money for me, whatever. That'd be great, but realistically, I don't think that's going to be the case. Best case scenario, I really would just like to get the damn picture taken off. You know, take my picture off your website. Your product is not screen accurate. Your product does not look good. Take my picture off of it. Do not, you know, relate me or my wife's hard work to your crap. Basically, just take my picture off, and you know, that's really all I want. Unless you know of a way to make money, then tell me. So, anyway, so that's that. That's got me just upset, you know. It's got my wife is pissed. She's livid about this. Because, again, it's her work. That is her... Okay, and I use the term loosely here, but I'm going to say it. That's her original work, okay? That right there and this right here, this is her original work. There was no patterns. Yeah, it's an existing product. There was an existing character. Well, not a product. It was an existing character and existing design, but there was no pattern or anything to do off of that. So she came up with all the patterns herself just by watching the show, by freeze framing the crap out of it, everything, and it is 100% screen accurate. Just so it's her product. She made this 100%. She's pissed that these people have a picture of the suit next to their crappy ass boots. So. Again, if anybody knows, I'm starting to repeat myself, so I'm going to move on. If anybody knows of anything that can be done, let me know. Now the show, or the channel. You guys have noticed I've started putting out a couple of videos recently. I've been working in my garage. I've been turning my garage into an arcade, kind of a game room, hangout spot for me at times. Other times for my kids and their friends. You know. My kids are older now, they're teenagers. Oftentimes there's just a house full of kids in here, and rather than having them go into my daughter's room or having them all in the living room where they're uncomfortable because they feel they're intruding, I kind of built that game room out there where they can go and hang out. And you know, and I get to play my favorite arcade games, and it's kind of a new hobby that I've started out now since I've taken the break. I've really gotten into restoring and working on these arcade machines, which has been a lot of fun and very therapeutic for me as well. Where does that leave the channel? There's a lot of things that I wanted to do with this room that I still want to do with this room. You can probably tell not much of that's gotten done. I have put some stuff away. It's incredible to what most on this side you can kind of tell a little bit, but it just I've actually taken 4, you know, those big plastic bins that you can buy at like Target, 4 of those completely full out of this room, and at first glance it doesn't look like anything's come out of here. That's how much crap I've got in here. So there's still a lot of stuff to pack up. There's still a lot of stuff to put away, a lot of decisions to be made as to what I want to leave out and what I want to put away. The plan is still, you know, clean this room up, put some stuff away, reorganize it. I want to make this a game room as well. But then that area over there is the review table. So as soon as that gets cleared out, I want to start doing reviews again. I've got quite a few new Prime figures. There's a couple of new ones right there on the table. Everybody's been asking me about the Leader class Titans Return ones, which is somewhere back there on the shelf. The Voyager class, I've got it right here. There's the new Last Night figures that are starting to come out. I saw Pia made a review. I don't know when he put it out, but I saw it today of the new Last Night. Is it Last Night? I don't know. Anyway, I saw his Voyager size figure review today, and that looks awesome. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to start making videos again. There's going to be some changes, and I'm going to address that in a future video of what I'm going to do a little bit different with the channel. But a lot of people have been contacting me, reaching out to me, asking about the channel, when I'm going to start making videos again. As you've noticed, I started making some recently here, and I plan to continue to start making videos a little more regularly here very, very soon. So that's about it for now. If you guys have any thoughts about this whole legal mumbo jumbo costume thing, let me know. Otherwise, stay tuned here for more videos, hopefully a little more regularly in the future. Okay, bye.